Hiya Year 3, welcome back to Mrs McLean's Garden for our science lesson on plants. So what I thought we'd do is take a look around my garden to see some examples of plants and their parts and their functions. So let's have a look. What can we see first? Oh, I know. I've got a plant that's full of bees at the minute. Let's have a look. Here we are. So this plant is called a poached eggplant. Let's see if I can get some bees for you. Be a bit of them buzzing away. Can you guess why it's called a poached eggplant? Yeah, that's right. It looks like an egg, doesn't it? It's got yellow in the middle and white around the ends. This is called a poached eggplant. And this plant is fantastic for attracting bees. And which part of the plant attracts the bees, Year 3?
Mummy, are we getting the cushions out?
Yeah, you've got it. It's the petals, it's the pretty flowers, and they attract the bees, don't they? And the bees come and feed from them and pollinate the flowers. So that's the poached eggplant. Here we've got a big plant. It's called a poppy. Now, some of these poppies here, this is the bud. This is where the huge poppy is going to come out of. We have had one earlier, but it's actually died now, and this is part of its red leaf. So this is a poppy plant. So you can see the bud. We can see the stem of the plant, and we can see the leaves. Now this one's quite prickly. So let's have a look elsewhere. Let's go have a look at some examples of veg. Oh, I know, we might even be able to pick out a radish, Year 3. So I've been growing some radishes over here. Only a couple left. Right, so let's have a look. So here we are. This is called a radish. As you can see, the top of the radish, which is the vegetable, is popping out from the ground. Can you see that? And then from that, it's got some little stems and leaves. Okay, and underneath, let's actually pull it out and let's have a look, because this is called a root vegetable. Where is it? There it is. Now, can you see the root on the end of that? And actually the red radish is actually the root. It's the root that you eat. It becomes nice and big. So the water is taken up through the root into the flower, and then it gives it nutrients and water so that it can grow its own food to make it big and strong, and then that's ready, and I'll have that in a salad tonight. So that's an example of a vegetable, and it's a root vegetable. Okay, to you to that. Thank you. I've got some carrots growing here. Where are you usually?
In the kitchen.
I've got some carrots growing here. So the carrots again is a root vegetable, and they will grow underneath the ground. So what you can see at the top is the leaves, and the leaves are busy getting the sunlight, because the sunlight, it uses that to make its own food to grow big and strong, and underneath there is the roots that will take up all the water and the nutrients that they need from the soil as well. Okay, and there's another radish here. Should we pull this one as well? Yes, right, let's pull it. Ah, wow, look at that one. Amazing. I love to eat fresh veg in my salads. So there's another one. Right, let's have a think what's next. We've got some spinach, but the pigeons keep eating it, and we've got some Brussels sprouts as well, and here we have some onions, very big green stalks. Again, they take all the sunlight and use it to make their own food, and underneath is the roots, and that's taking up all the moisture from the soil. And here we've got some strawberries now. And on the end of the strawberry, you can actually see some little green strawberries growing. And before the strawberries grew, they were flowered. And when they flowered, the bees came and buzzed around and pollinated, and that's how you get the fruit. And think over the other side of the garden, I've got some more strawberries that are actually flowering, so I'll be able to show you a flower. Then when you get a flower, then a fruit then grows. You've got your leaves, you've got your stems, which support the plant, and help to transport all the water and nutrients to it, so that it can make these beautiful strawberries. Here we've got red lettuces here. Red lettuce, they actually eat the leaf. It's the leaf that you eat. It's really good for you. And that's correct. They're trying to grow big and strong now. Got a huge selection of those. And here another example of an onion type thing is leeks. I've got lots and lots of leeks. And leeks are part of the onion family, but they grow really long and tall. So in a few weeks, when I pull them, I'll be able to bring one into school, or I'll send you a video to show you how big they are. These are beetroots. As you can see, they're starting to grow big and bulbous out of the ground. They'll be ready to pick in a few weeks. big leaves to take in all the sunlight from the sun to make their own food. And then there's stems here, big red stems, and their stems are what the water and nutrients go up into the plant so it makes its own food. And again, underneath here in the bulb there are the roots, and the roots anchor this vegetable in the ground, so it stays in the ground and it stays upright. Here we have some more strawberries, but this time, like I said, I explained that they have flowers on them. And here's some flowering strawberries. So when this flowers, this attracts the bee, and the bee comes, and then the bee pollinates it, so that we then get this fruit. We've had some red strawberries, but unfortunately some naughty snails keep eating them. My husband's not very happy about that. And I've got one reddening on there now. Can you see it? And then there's some more lettuces. So there's lots of examples in my garden of fruit and vegetables. With all of the features that plants have. So they have roots for taking in water. They have the stem, which offers support to the plant and also allows the nutrient and the water up the stem to the leaves. And then we have flowers that attract the bees that pollinate the plant. And the leaves help the plant to make its own food by a process called photosynthesis. And this one here, this is a chrysanthemum. It's getting some lovely bud heads on it. That will hopefully turn into a beautiful flowering plant. I've got a few of those over the garden. This is my little fairy garden that I've been making. I made a little bug house for the bugs and the insects, because they're good for the garden too. And I've used small teapots. I've put some strawberries in and made some little houses that fairies might like to live in. Okay. So all of these plants and vegetables need the sunlight. They need water. They need nutrients to grow. It's like food. And if they have all these things, then they grow really, really healthy and they become lovely flowering plants or delicious vegetables and fruit that we can eat. So have a look around your garden at home, Year 3, and see what plants you can see. Can you identify the parts, and can you explain what each part does to keep the plant alive?